Skyrim Remastered or Skyrim Definitive Edition comes out now in only a few weeks. If you're a console user, you're probably super excited for this. I mean, console users, I mostly mean Xbox One users, PS4 users, yeah, you're getting mods, but probably not any mods in this list. Nonetheless, I'm really hyped for it just as well as you guys. Unfortunately, as I've done research, it doesn't seem like there's too much information as to what kinds of mods you're actually going to be getting. So I did want to compile this video and kind of show you some of the mods that are potentially going to be available. Something very important to remember while making this video is I looked at and took mods that can be ported over to Xbox One. The mod authors did not confirm or deny that they will be porting these over. It just merely has the right capabilities and the right file size and all that to actually work on the consoles. And frankly, a lot of these mods I did choose are pretty regularly updated, so I have a strong feeling that a lot of these will be making their way over in some way, shape, or form. So obviously, this is the first video in this quote-unquote series. Let me know if you want to see a few more of these. We do have about a little bit more than 2 weeks until Skyrim comes out, so do you want to see subsequent videos of this to show you some of the mods to get hyped for? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you enjoy this one. So the first mod I do want to show you guys is Immersive Armors. This is a massive mod for Skyrim and probably one you've heard of. All these are very big mods. I tried to do broad mods that change a lot about the game rather than more minute ones. Nonetheless, what this adds in is, well, tons of armors. And all of these are pretty lore friendly, which is actually awesome to see. Currently, the mod adds in 55 new sets of armor. So that's helmets, chest pieces, leggings, and feet. Well, I guess boots, not feet, but same thing. And a lot of these do have different variants, so you could change the color or just different features about them. My favorite part about this mod over some of the other armor mods out there is since these are so lore friendly and fit into the game so well, they actually spawn naturally in the world on some of the different NPCs you'll stumble upon. This is going to be a great mod to install if you want to just change up Skyrim a little bit with having the same base game, but as you explore and find new NPCs, they'll be wearing different things and really change things that way. Every encounter will yield a new armor and something you just haven't seen before. One of the main drawbacks of this is its file size. On PC at least, it is 1 GB. We don't know if the mod author will try and optimize this at all, because obviously the space limitations on consoles will be much greater of a concern. Nonetheless, the mod author does keep this mod up to date. The last update was the 1st of October, and there has been a ton of updates in between the release in 2012 until now in 2016. Definitely a mod to look forward to, and one of the best and biggest for Skyrim on PC. Next up, we do have Climates of Tamriel. So this is a weather mod and then some. If you played Skyrim or really Fallout 4 and used any of the other weather mods, you'll know it kind of adds in some weather, changes things a little bit. Maybe the sunny is a little bit different or the rain is a little bit more immersive. Well, this actually does a lot more than that. In addition to adding in a bunch of different weathers, it also changes some of the different dungeons and caves. It allows you to make the nights darker with 3 different night levels. You can change some of the interiors of buildings to make them kind of have a different theme to them, whether be warmer, colder, or just the normal one. And there's a winter patch meant to make Skyrim's winters much scarier and immersive as the game was quote-unquote supposed to feel. You'll probably notice as you watch this video a trend that all these mods are very lore friendly and immersive. It's meant to enhance your game but not change the game itself. I think this is going to be a good way to experience Skyrim for the 2nd or 3rd or 4th time, whatever it is on your playthrough. Is actually using this mod myself, and personally I find that it actually has little tweaks here and there, improving the gameplay but not changing anything drastic. So next up we have Apocalypse. This is going to be a spell overhaul for Skyrim, really just a magic overhaul in general. And although it's called an overhaul, more what it is a massive addition to the magic system in Skyrim. You're going to have tons of new spells and different scrolls to use, and a lot of these are awesome, having little quests behind them or you'll find them in the world naturally. It's not like you're going to go to some bank and find them all laid out there. You're going to have to play the game and experience it, and then along the way you'll find a lot of these on different enemies, and you'll find enemies using these. Some of the new spells added in are crazy and a lot more fun and custom than the ones in vanilla Skyrim. In this video, I use a few. One of them is called Entomb. Basically, you'll see one of the guys gets buried down into the ground. Later on, if I use it again, he'll come back up wherever I want him to. Talons of Nirn will basically have those spikes fly out of the ground and impale different enemies. Another one is a storm one, so I create a little portal and then I can teleport enemies through that portal, and when they come out, they'll basically get attacked by static and storm. All around, it adds in a ton of different spells and a lot of stuff into Skyrim that again makes the game feel a lot newer and fresher if you're ready for a brand new playthrough. So next up we have Helgen Reborn, and really this is just kind of going to be the quest mod I picked, but what this is a massive DLC size quest mod, fully voiced, adding in a number of hours of gameplay. Basically you're going to go on this quest and help rebuild this town of Helgen. You're going to work piece by piece with the people there and actually rebuild them, going on different adventures and journeys in order to get those supplies and accomplish different tasks that are required. This is just one example I picked, but something important to remember, especially if you're an Xbox user coming off of Fallout mods. Skyrim has been out for a lot longer and had a lot more time to mature, and more importantly for the modding scene to mature. There are a lot of these massive DLC size quest mods available for the game that, if the mod author wants, will be one port away from being accessible on your Xbox. Again, these are fully voiced, a lot of them add in totally new gameplay effects, and of course they add in new quests. This is something the Fallout scene is only just getting into, but Skyrim being much older does have quite a few of these. I think Helgen is the best, having played it myself, although this is just one of those things that's exciting to look forward to. You're actually going to get to experience a lot of new gameplay with the addition of mods. So last but not least, we have Immersive Weapons, and if you're a console user, this is the one I would be most excited for. In the background, I am using a video made by Hoth Trooper because I just simply didn't have enough time to actually get through all of these weapons, and frankly, it wouldn't be as good as his video. Basically, being by the same mod author and some of the same users behind Immersive Armors, Immersive Weapons is going to add in a ton of new weapons into Fallout 4. It does have a large file size at 400 to 500 megabytes, but not on par with the Immersive Armors being a gigabyte. This is like modern firearms for Fallout 4 except on drugs. It adds in so much more content and it is such a better mod in my eyes. There are so many new and unique weapons that maybe you don't want the armor mod, it's going to take up too much space, but the weapon mod I would definitely recommend downloading, simply because new enemies and old enemies alike will have different swords, different staffs, different bows, different arrows. This is one mod that is definitely going to spice up your game, and frankly it is a game with a lot of combat based adventure, and experiencing that combat the right way with new weapons that are going to constantly be refreshing you is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to re-experience Skyrim, and this is the mod I think you should be most excited for. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video though, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. As always, I had a ton of fun making this video and exploring some of the biggest and best mods for Skyrim. Again, if you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments down below. I'm thinking for next video, if you guys do want to see it, I'll look into some of the smaller mods that maybe you haven't heard of yet, as well as I want to reach out to some mod authors and directly ask them, hey, are you going to be porting your mods over? Again, that should wrap it up for this one though, guys. I hope to see you all next time.